All drivers pay taxes at the pump, but the federal government is worried that money might not be enough.
That's right. The infrastructure fund is up for renewal, and Congressman Rodney Davis is looking for new revenue to fill that fund before it runs dry in 2021. WCIA 3's Cole Hankey is in Springfield. So, Cole, what kind of ideas are on the table?
So, federal lawmakers have heard everything from a battery tax to a mileage tax. And today, Davis and Missouri Representative Sam Graves took questions from Illinois transportation officials so they could hear their ideas too.
Congressman Rodney Davis believes the federal government needs new ways to fund infrastructure repair across the country. Funding relies on the federal gas tax, which sits at 18.4 cents per gallon. But the U.S. is making less money off of that tax.
If we were asked to raise the gas tax, at the same time, we're being told by the auto manufacturers are being told by the federal government to make engines that burn less of it. It's never going to be a long-term solution.
Davis says something needs to change, and local transportation officials agree, saying the gas tax alone isn't enough.
Because we ultimately have to recognize that just funding through a gas tax isn't sustainable, right? Vehicles are becoming more fuel efficient, and so if that's our funding mechanism and we're not going to increase it, it's going to continuously go down.
One of the funding proposals is a mileage tax. People would pay relative to how far they drive, rather than how much gas they put in their cars. Davis did not say whether or not he would vote for a mileage tax, but did say he doesn't think it would make it through Washington.
You're going to see a lot of pushback from folks just because the car that I drive is going to pay the same and it gets a lot less gas mileage than cars that are driven by others.
Now, a mileage tax was proposed in the Illinois Capitol this past session, but it didn't make it far because of the predicted impact it would have on people in rural areas. Paul?
All right, Cole, thanks for that update.